Alright guys, today we're going to classify sentences with helping verbs. And so we're going to start off with this top sentence. Let's read it together. You and I are going to the beach today. I wish I was going to the beach today. It's kind of gloomy out. Alright, first thing we're going to do, the way I like to do things, is to look for prepositions first. So do you see any prepositions in this sentence? To, preposition. P, to what? Beach. Object of the preposition, OP. The, article adjective, A. You put parentheses around the prepositional phrase, to the beach. Read the sentence without the prepositional phrase. You and I are going today. Question. Who or what are going today? You and I. Well, you notice that we have two subjects, so that's a compound subject. So we're going to label compound subject noun, you, C, S. Actually, this is a pronoun, I'm sorry. Compound subject pronoun, and C for conjunction, I, another compound subject pronoun. Because we know that our subject pronouns are, let's see if I can say them, you, we, he, she, it, I think that's all of them. I didn't say them in order. Let's try that again. I and we, he and she, it and they, and you. They is the one I forgot. Okay, next question. What is being said about you and I are going? Now we know that are is one of our helping verbs. We'll say them with me. Am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been, have, has, had, do, does, did, can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, must. So we're going to label our helping verb, HV, and our main verb, going, we label with a V. We have one word left. Ask the question, going when? Well, we know that our adverb questions are how, when, and where. So when, today, label that A, D, V, adverb. Now we're going to go to the beginning of the sentence. We're going to label our sentence pattern. It's subject, noun, verb, pattern 1, check. We're going to go to the end of the sentence. We see an exclamation point, strong feeling, exclamatory, and it's just a letter E. That's the abbreviation. Some of you are putting EX and EXC. You don't need to do all that. It's just a letter E, capital E. Now we're going to go to the verb. Now here we have a situation. Here's our verb. We usually put our dividing line right in front of that verb, but now we have something called a verb phrase. The helping verb plus that verb is the whole verb phrase, the simple predicate. So we're going to put our dividing line in front of the helping verb. Okay, now we're going to underline the complete subject once, you and I, and the complete predicate twice, are going to the beach, today. And now we're done. All right, let's do this next sentence. I'm going to just check and see if I can see it in my camera and slide it up a little bit. The new sentence is, are we traveling in our new car? Ooh, a new car, that would be fun. Okay, so let's get started. Do you see any prepositions? In, preposition, in what? Car, object of the preposition, OP. What kind of car? New, adjective. Whose car? Our, possessive pronoun adjective, PPA. Put parentheses around your whole prepositional phrase and read the sentence without the prepositional phrase. Are we traveling? Now it's a lot easier to classify. Who or what are traveling? We. We is a subject pronoun, so we're going to label it SP. What is being said about we? Are traveling. So we've got another helping verb, are, HV for helping verb, and our traveling is our main verb, We're going to label that with a V. Now look, the subject is in the middle because it's a question. And that happens a lot. And our verb phrase got split up. But you know what? It's still a verb phrase. It still goes together, our traveling. Okay? So let's do our subject pattern. Our sentence pattern, sorry. It's subject, noun, verb. Pattern 1, check. We're going to go to the end of the sentence. We see a question mark, question, interrogative sentence, and the abbreviation is INT, int, interrogative. Now we're going to go to the verb, and oh, look. Where in the world are we going to put our dividing line? We have to divide the complete subject and the complete predicate. Let's see. Up here we put it in front of the helping verb. So we could, if we put it there, well, where's our complete subject? We don't have anything on this side, do we? If we put it here, then our subject is on the wrong side of the line, isn't it? If we put it here, our subject is on the left and our verb is on the right, and we're just going to leave our little helping verb guy over there. Okay, so in this situation with a question, you're going to put the dividing line right in front of the main verb. Okay, and I'm going to show you how we underline this. Now we're going to underline the complete subject once. Well, it's really little, isn't it? We. And we're going to underline the complete predicate twice. And that includes this helping verb because these guys go together. So we're going to underline our traveling together and with a double line, okay? In our new car, 2 lines. So you're going to underline we once and our traveling in our new car twice. Does that make sense? Okay, now we're going to add a new question to the question answer flow. And we're going to ask the question, is this sentence in a natural or inverted order? And this will be a question that we ask right before we underline the complete subject and complete predicate, okay? In a natural or inverted, I'm running out of room, order. Now inverted just means backwards. It's flipped, okay? And natural means we go in the normal flow that we've been used to, all right? So I'm going to show you what an inverted order looks like. So let's look at the next sentence. We're going to read it, and then we're going to classify it. I'm going to slide my book up again so we can see the sentence. There we go. All right. Let's read the sentence together. 1, 2, 3. After the trip, we packed and drove back home. All right, first thing we always do is look for prepositions. So, do you guys see any prepositions? How about after? P, preposition. I'm sorry, it's really close to my little note there. P, preposition. Question, after what? After trip. Object of the preposition. The article adjective. And we put the whole prepositional phrase in parentheses. All right, let's read the sentence without the prepositional phrase. We packed and drove back home. All right, so the first question after we get rid of the prepositional phrases is, who packed and drove back home? We. Subject pronoun. What is being said about we? Well, we packed and we also drove. Look, there's a conjunction, so you know that you've got 2 of something. In this case, we have 2 verbs. So what do we call those? Compound verbs, right? So we're going to label that CV, compound verb number 1. We label the conjunction and with a C. And compound verb number 2, the second thing we did, because we did 2 things. We packed and we drove. That is our compound verb. All right, now, where did we drive? Back. This is an adverb because our adverb questions are how, when, and where, okay? Where did we drive? Again, that's the next question. Home. Another adverb. All right, so let's go back to the beginning. Let's put it right in our sentence pattern. We are getting very close to learning pattern 2, by the way. We just have to learn one more new label, and then we're going to be learning pattern 2. But that's coming in the future. All right, So now the next thing we do is go to the end of the sentence. You see a period, statement, declarative. And now go to the verb. We've got packed and we've got drove. Which one are we going to put it in front of? Well, don't you think we should put it in front of both of these? In between the subject and the verb. So let's put it here because all the verbs are on this side and we want all the subjects on this side. Okay, now let's ask ourselves the question, is this sentence in natural or inverted order? Don't we usually have after the trip or a prepositional phrase at the end of the sentence? Because it's telling when we packed and drove, right? So in this situation, this is an inverted order sentence because this prepositional phrase that tells about when we packed and drove came in the beginning of the sentence. If you're in excellence in writing, you know that that is a prepositional opener, right? So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to underline the complete subject once, which is we, and we are going to underline the complete predicate twice, packed and drove back home. And after the trip goes with that. Because it tells when we packed and drove back home and it kind of goes with this, the verbs. Okay, so I hope that helps you classify the sentences in your homework tonight or today and for this chapter in our grammar book. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for your patience and for watching. Bye.